Hey, fourth grade, Mr. Piquel here. Going to do a little bit of review of this week's content. We're going to be looking at the powers of 10. Let's first talk about some vocabulary. We have the base, which is the number that is being multiplied. And then you have an exponent, which tells you how many times the base number is being multiplied. So let's take a look at an example. Here's the base. The base is the larger number when it's written. The base is the number that's going to be multiplied. And the exponent is the number that's written small, just above the number. And it tells you how many times. So this tells me I need to take the number 2 and multiply it times 2, times 2, times 2. Because that's 3 times. So the number 3 tells you 1, 2, 3. And since 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, so 2 to the third power is 8. Now let's take a look at what's called powers of 10. So the base is 10. In what we call powers of 10, the base, the large number, is always going to be 10. And the exponent just increases. So we have 10 to the first power, 10 to the second power. They also say 10 squared. You have 10 to the third power, or 10 cubed. 10 to the fourth power, 10 to the fifth power, and 10 to the sixth power. At the end, I'll show you a little trick, but for now, I'll just explain it to you, and then the trick will kind of help you get it done quickly. So all it does is it tells you the number to be multiplied and how many times to multiply it. So in this case, I take the number 10, and I have to only multiply it once, right? So that's just equal to the number 10. Here, my base is 10, and since my exponent is 2, I have to write the number 10 2 times and multiply it. 10 times 10 equals 100. 10 to the third power, again, my base is 10, and I have to write 10 3 times. So 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000. Next is 10 to the fourth power, so I have to do 10 4 times. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, times 10 is 10,000. Next we have 10 to the fifth power, which means I have to write the 10 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, times 10 is 10,000, times 10 is 100,000. And 10 to the sixth power is 10 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, times 10 is 10,000, times 10 is 100,000, times 10 is 1 million. Now, let's look at the trick. So, now that you know what it means and what they're equal to, there's a quick trick for you to get it done quicker without having to write out your multiplication and get it. So, if you look at the numbers of zeros, it's the same as the exponent. So we have 1 here, we have 1 0. We have 2, we have 2 zeros. 3, 3 zeros. 4, 4 zeros. The 5 has 5 zeros, and the 6 has 6 zeros. So hopefully this helps. Good luck with your work this week, and I'll see you next week.